GM, good morning guys, or should I say only morning because the morning is not good today. Bitcoin is breaking below that 85k level, very important level. S&P futures down, Nasdaq futures down, individual stocks down as well. What is happening to the markets? VIX is going towards the upside. Guys, the bullish momentum is gone, the bearish momentum is here and the sentiment is extremely poor, right? Now, I've got 4 reasons for you on why this is happening. I've done in-depth research and someone helped me. You know who helped me? Batman helped me. I'm also wearing the Batman t-shirt. Now guys, this was a stupid attempt from me to make the sentiment better. But I've done all the research in this video, 8 to 10 minutes long. I'm going to show you everything, why this is happening, when this is going to end, and the charts as well that we are trading. So without wasting any time, let's go! This is the situation in the market at the moment. Everything is red, nothing is green. The sentiment is at extreme low. If you look at fear and greed index for both crypto and the stock market, both of them are at extreme fear. I'm not going to show you stupid things. I'm going to straight away go into the alpha. Look at the Nasdaq chart from yesterday, guys. This is a 5% range. This is a massive 5% range in one day, which is extremely rare for Nasdaq, right? It also got rejected from the trend line and the EMA ribbon. Why did it happen? It was actually up 2.2% pre-market after beautiful Nvidia earnings, and then it started to roll over, started to go down. If you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is creating new lows as well with the stock market, and it's extremely bad. It's coming to that target, it's 75k region, which is going to be a 40% discount on this asset. The sentiment is very bad, and I don't have to tell you that obviously. VIX on the other hand is going towards the upside. VIX is actually crossing the April 2025 levels, which means that the bearish sentiment keeps on increasing, which means that the bears are under control. Now what changed? Literally day before yesterday we had the Nvidia earnings, which were the best Nvidia earnings, right? We saw how the revenue was beat, EPS was beat, data center revenue was beat, revenue guidance estimate for Q4 also increased. Then what went wrong? The CEO said that Blackwell sales are off the charts and cloud GPUs are sold out. What went wrong? What went wrong in the markets, guys? If everything was so good, then what happened? 4 reasons. 4 big reasons. First reason is MicroStrategy getting kicked out of Nasdaq and other funds. I'm going to talk about this. Extremely serious. Second is Grayscale and Binance selling Bitcoin. I'm going to show this as well. Third is job numbers and bad unemployment numbers. Going to show this as well. And fourth is the rate cut probability for 10th of December. Now, not a lot of YouTubers are talking about these reasons. People are just looking at charts and being like, oh, this is the next support, this is the next resistance. No, I'm going to tell you every single reason one by one. First is MicroStrategy, guys. Let's look at the Saylor tracker first. Saylor tracker. At the moment, the portfolio value of Michael Saylor is currently sitting at 53.6 bill. He holds a lot of, the company holds a lot of Bitcoin, and the average cost is 74.4k per BTC. And right now, if you look at BTC, it's sitting at 82k, which means the price is actually coming to the level where Michael Saylor has his average price. Serious. Now, a breaking news came out which said that Michael Saylor's strategy likely to be removed from the Nasdaq 100 and MSCI USA. What? Why? Why is it happening? And Peter Schiff also said, at this point, after over 5 years and more than 48 billion spent buying Bitcoin, MicroStrategy now only has profits of less than 17% unrealized gains. If he would have bought something else, he would have been in bigger profits. That is true. That is absolutely true. He would have bought something else. He would have made more money. But at the same time, we need to understand that his strategy is not 1 year, 2 years. He's actually buying and holding this thing for decades. So we shouldn't be looking at unrealized profit. But this headline is serious. Why is MicroStrategy getting out of Nasdaq, and what does it mean for the markets? Now, this tweet explains every single thing. I'm going to read it with you. You will understand the situation. Just give me some time, please. So, January 15th, 2026 is the date, which is 2 months from now, let's say. 2 months from now, mark this date down. Very important. MicroStrategy will get deleted from every major index on January 15, 2026. What does this mean? Until now, 9 billion of the total MicroStrategy market cap has come from the passive flows, from the indices. Now, if MicroStrategy gets deleted, which it will get deleted on January 15th. There will be forced selling of 9 billion. 9 billion in forced selling follows automatically if this happens, and it will happen. The biggest financial exile in the modern history happens in 55 days and almost nobody knows it's coming. Why does it matter now? Michael Saylor spent 5 years building a machine. Buy Bitcoin with shareholders' money, stock price goes up, raise more money, buy more Bitcoin, and keep repeating this. And he holds a lot of Bitcoin, as I just said in the Saylor tracker. Now, it worked flawlessly, right? Obviously, but there is a problem. According to MSCI, which is handling all the indices in the US, they say that if you hold any cryptocurrency more than 50% of your total assets, then you're not a company anymore. You are a fund. And MicroStrategy currently has 77% of their total in Bitcoin, which means that they're not a company anymore, they are a fund. And if they're a fund, they cannot be included in the funds, which is they cannot be included in Nasdaq and other pension funds and other things, right? So on January 15, 2026, every pension fund and index tracker that owns MicroStrategy stock must sell. And if all the MicroStrategy stock is going to be sold from the indices, then they have to sell Bitcoin, and there will be a $9 billion forced selling since that date, which is extremely serious. So MicroStrategy, the hero of all the Bitcoiners, they used to talk about him. It's going to be extremely bad, guys. But remember, Bitcoin is not smaller than MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy needs Bitcoin, but Bitcoin does not need MicroStrategy. So even if MicroStrategy fail, the price is going to come down, but that is going to be a discount. That is going to be, according to efficient market hypothesis, which is EMH theory in finance, other entities, other big entities are going to look at this discount as a beautiful buy opportunity, and it is going to happen. So yes, this is a serious thing, and it's going to happen on January 15, 2026, when Nasdaq will kick out, when the pension funds and all the other indices will kick out MicroStrategy, and they might have to sell every single thing or a lot of their Bitcoins. The price will go down, but it's going to be a beautiful discount. Now guys, we talked about MSTR, right? It's serious. It's serious. I'm going to write a nice thread on this as well, post it on my Twitter so everyone can read it. I hope you understand the whole confusion about MicroStrategy, right? Second is Grayscale and Binance selling. What? Yes, companies are non-stop dumping Bitcoin right now. BlackRock is selling, Binance is selling, Grayscale is selling. No, not BlackRock, but Binance and Grayscale is selling at the moment. And over 3 billion sold in 45 minutes. Absolutely insane. And beautiful post from Frontrunners. The BTC seller on Binance is starting to look like it's not random flow and more like a single entity, which is a tightly coordinated group, which is also every single day from last 2 weeks have been selling during the US Open. So this entity comes during the US Open 9:30 ET AM and they start selling. Boop, 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 sell. This is bad. And they are coordinated, right? If you look at the last 2 months straight, you could have shorted every single New York Open and it would have worked 8 to 9 times out of 10, which is absolutely crazy, right? So there is MicroStrategy risk, and then there are companies which are selling in a coordinated way on Binance, and they are doing it at the US Open. So every US Open at the moment is a risk to us. Now, the third reason why the markets are dumping is, now, okay, remember, MicroStrategy and Grayscale, Binance selling, that is for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin should be falling. But then why is Nasdaq falling? Why is Nasdaq falling? Nasdaq is falling because yesterday we got the non-farm payroll data and we got the unemployment data. Both the data were bad and we're not going to get the job data, as Trump administration said after the shutdown that there will be no job data released for October, which is why, because of this data and the no data released for the jobs, the rate cut odds for December 10th meeting actually went down. So there is a 67% chance that there will be no rate cut in December, which means the Trump administration is going to blame Powell, obviously, and there will be pressure on the risk on assets because the traders and analysts were expecting a rate cut in December. This is the reason why Nasdaq is falling. But like crypto is falling for some other reason. That is MicroStrategy, that is these entities selling in the New York Open. But now Nasdaq is falling because of this. S&P is falling because of rate cuts. And now when Nasdaq and S&P falls, Bitcoin and crypto is seeing that and it's falling as well with that. So Bitcoin and crypto at the moment, the whole crypto market has two major risks. One is the Nasdaq and S&P falling, and then other is their own risk, which is not a good thing, right? Which is not a good thing at all. So now guys, I talked about 4 reasons. MSTR getting kicked out. If you do not understand it, just tell it in the comment and I'm going to explain it again, or I'm going to write a thread on this for sure. Grayscale Binance selling at the New York Open every single. So remember, New York Open remains the main time for you. You should be trading. Even if you're trading, make sure that you're managing your risk. Third is job numbers and unemployment numbers, which is why, and the rate cuts, which is why Nasdaq is falling. Now let's move to the charts, guys. The first chart I want to talk about is Bitcoin, obviously. And in my opinion, Bitcoin is coming down to that 75K region, which is a very important one. And that is where I'm going to start buying Bitcoin. I'm actually going to start buying Bitcoin at 80K, then 75K, then 70K as it falls. And that is going to be for my spot portfolio. I always wanted to, lever up on my Bitcoin portfolio because I believe in it. I believe that, I'm going to buy Bitcoin and never going to sell it. So that's a multi-cycle hold for me. And I want to buy more. I like the discount. I will start buying soon. Now, if you guys want to do anything, any kind of trading, do it on Bitfunded. Why? Because you're actually getting other people to pay for you when it comes to trading. You're a good trader. You're not a good trader. Create strategies here. You've got this discount, Black Friday sale, which is buy 3, get 3. Do it. I usually do it in Forex and crypto too. Now I've passed a couple of prop funding accounts in Forex and I'm getting the payouts as well. Now I'm going to do the same with Bitfunded. So I've got this deal for you. You should definitely take advantage of it. The link is in the description, guys. Trade with me on Bitfunded. I'm going to give you the trades now. Zcash. Zcash is the first one. Now this is the trade which is absolutely killing it in every single portfolio. It's just going towards the upside, no breaks. It's gone up like 6, 7, 8x in the last how many ever months, which is absolutely insane. Now it's consolidating. It's in this ascending triangle kind of structure. I'm watching this ascending triangle and I will wait for the ascending triangle to break towards the upside. Then I'm going to buy, and I just want you to create a watch list and have this chart in your portfolio, in your trading view, and make sure that you have triggers for this trend line. Just double click it and have your triggers ready, right? So it is important to have a perfect watch list. For example, I for myself have this alpha watch list, which for the tokens that I'm looking at the moment, right? The third token I want to talk about is Hyperliquid. Now Hyperliquid broke down. Hyperliquid broke down of this important level at $35, and I am looking at the next level, which is $30. $30 tap is going to be quite amazing. It was a support before as well in June 2025, in May, and it was a resistance in December 2024. In my opinion, that is going to be a really nice hold and an LTF trade for leverage portfolio. Now what you can do is you can take this trade like this, and obviously you can have your stop loss like 7%, let's say, if you're taking 5x leverage, and you can have your take profit as 31%, which is going to be a 4.5 RR trade. I think that's a good one. So what you do is you go to Bitfunded account and you can actually pick the trade for yourself. Now the final token I want to talk about today, I'm talking about less tokens because the video was more about why the market is falling. The last one is Pump Fund. I actually missed the level. I called it on my Twitter as well that, I'm going to buy Pump Fund at this level. It front ran me, but I think it's going to come down to this level, which is the all-time low, 0.0023, 2.3 bill FDV. I like Pump Fund. I'm going to take a trade on it and I'm going to add it to my spot as well. If I take a trade, then it's going to be at 2.3 bill FDV, and my stop loss is going to be good 9%. It's going to be on 3x leverage. And I am going to take all the profits at this resistance, which is 40%. So that's going to be a 4.53 risk reward ratio trade. Quite amazing one, right? So guys, I'm not looking at a lot of trades, only Bitcoin for my spot position, Zcash when it completes this whole ascending triangle. Then I've got Hyperliquid, I've given the level to you. I've got Pump Fund, I've given the level as well. That is it. Now guys, I've given all the reasons on why the market is falling. If you have any doubts, put it in the comment section and I'm gonna reply with my answer for sure. If you like the video, press the like button. New, subscribe to the channel. Understand that nothing here is financial advice. Everything here is for educational purposes, and and I'll make another video on more alpha things. So gonna go back to research. Bye bye.